everyone. This is Tutor Hira. I hope you are doing good. It is grade 8 class time, and the subject is English. Using your login details, go to A Plus program, log in, and move to Language Arts section. Chapter name is the first lesson is irregular past tense. Well, what are verbs? In this one, we are going to study the first and the second lesson today. The first lesson is irregular past tense review. Well, verbs are action words. They show some action. And most verbs are regular in the past tense. What does it mean that they are regular in the past tense? When you make the past tense of the verb or use the past tense of the verb, most verbs are regular in the past tense. Means you follow a rule like add ed or add d to get the past tense form of the verb. So this is a rule. It means regular past tense. To make regular past tense, add ed or add d to get the past tense of the verb. Like play. If you want to make its past tense, it will be played. It means we added ed. If the verb is bake, you want to make the past tense, just add d. It becomes baked. So this is the regular past tense. Played, baked. These are regular past tense of the verbs because they follow a rule of adding ed or d. Some more uh, verbs like painted, ed, brushed, ed. So these are regular past tense verbs. But some verbs are irregular in the past tense. And what does it mean? It means you don't follow a rule. This rule, this rule. Which rule do we not follow? Adding ed or d. So, irregular past tense verb means you don't follow a rule. Instead, you must remember the past tense form of the verb. So, here you must remember because every past irregular past tense verb is different. Louis did his homework. Did is the irregular past tense form of the verb do. Go. If the verb is go, what's his past tense verb? Went. Went is the past tense of go, and the spelling is completely different. So, this is an irregular past tense verb. Some more. Grew. Grew is the irregular past tense of which verb? Grow. Grow. Grew is the irregular past tense of the verb grow. Because the again, no rule, it is not following any rule, different spelling. So you must remember each one of them. Complete the sentence with a verb in past tense. It took determination and hard work, but Cole finally repay his debt and started saving money for a house. Repay is the present, so here you have to if you have to replace it with a past tense verb. So repaid, to repay, or repaid. Which one is the past tense verb? You have to complete the sentence with a past tense verb in past tense. Well, repay. What's his verb in past tense? Sorry. Repaid. Repaid. So this one here. Who bring this delicious coconut cake? Well, you have to complete the sentence with a verb in past tense, change it into past tense. What is the past tense of bring? Brought. To bring, brought. What is the past tense of bring? Yes, it is brought. And see, brought is a completely different spelling, not following any rule of adding ed or d or removing I. I mean, any letter or adding I, nothing. It is an irregular past tense verb. So, yes, this is the answer. Brought. Who brought this delicious coconut cake? After the American colonies declared their independence, 55 men undertake the difficult task of writing our country's constitution. Undertake is not a past tense verb, so you have to complete the sentence with a verb in past tense. Undertook, to undertake, undertooks. Which one? I'm giving you time. Let me know what is the correct verb in past tense. Well, undertake. The correct past verb of undertake is undertook, and it is also an irregular past tense verb. When the actor flinged his script at the floodlights and stomped off the stage, he was merely staying in character. So the verb is fling. What is its past tense verb? Well, the past tense, the irregular past tense of fling is flung. So see, it's something that you need to learn. You need to remember. As additional housing developments went in, the local heron population shrink even further because this sentence needs a past tense verb, so you have to replace it with the past tense of shrink. The past tense, the irregular past tense verb of shrink is shrank. As the blues singer skillfully hit the final notes, the audience rose to demand an encore. Well, hit is one of those uh, verbs which do not change their form in past tense and as past participles. So it has the same form, hit. Its past tense is also hit. Same spelling. The little deer looked at the cougar for one brief moment, trembling, and then flee swiftly across the field. Now you have to replace this now verb, flee. What's its past tense verb? Fled, to flee, fleds. The irregular past tense verb of flee is fled. The school blank all forms of bullying, whether on campus or online. Forbid is the verb. Now, what is the irregular past tense of this verb? Forbid. To forbid, forbids, or forbade. Well, the correct answer is forbade. Forbade is the irregular past tense verb of forbid. Although the candidate's campaign would be costly and his odds of winning seemed slim, he blank re-election nonetheless. Seek is the verb. The past tense verb of seek is sought, a different one. So it's an irregular past tense verb. Excited at the prospect of a boat ride around the bay, Gwen blank her canvas bag onto the deck and scrambled aboard. Sling is the verb, so it's slung, the irregular past tense verb of sling. So these are irregular past tense verbs. Let's move to lesson number 2. In this lesson, we are going to learn simple past, present, and future tense. Well, what are these simple past, present, and future verbs? Let's understand. Present tense verb tell you about something that is true or is happening now. I hope you know about this already, but if not, let's learn together. Present tense verb tell you about something that is true or is happening. Sun rises in the east. So it is true. The present tense form of a verb must agree with its subject in number. So this is basically subject verb agreement, which says that if the subject is singular, verb must also be singular. Means singular subject, singular verb. Singular subjects go with singular verbs. And to form most singular present tense verbs, add s. And for verbs that end in sh, ch, s, x, and z, add es. And for verbs that end in consonant and y, change the y to I and add es. Well, let me break it down for you. Well, for verbs that end in sh, ch, s, x, and z, we add es. But with most of the verbs, we add s to form most singular present tense verbs. Like this one, snow falls outside my window. This verb ends in s. And the subject is singular, snow. Verb is also singular and it ends in s. Dylan washes the dishes. Now this one, washes is a verb which verb wash ends in sh in this rule. So we'll add es at the end of this verb. The verb which ends in like march. March is also a verb. So when you make it singular verb, present tense verb, it becomes marches. All this verb ends in ch, so we add es. Susan carries. So carry is that verb which end in consonant R and Y. So what do we do is we remove Y and add I. So remove I and add I and then add es. Susan carries the boxes to her room. Okay. Okay, so for plural subjects, I and you, go with plural verbs which have no ending, means plural verbs have no ending. Plural subjects means plural subjects and plural verbs. If you start a sentence with a plural subject, use a plural verb with it. Ice cubes float in water. Ice cubes is a plural subject, so verb the verb which we use here is plural verb which has no ending. You look nice is a plural verb, sorry, plural subject, and it's not always a plural subject, but these are exceptional cases. So again, we'll use plural verb with it. Two verbs are irregular in the present tense, to be verb and to have verb. So you must remember their forms. This soup is too hot. The subject is this soup. Singular subject, so we'll use is. Erin has long hair. Singular subject, so we'll use has. Now, future tense verbs. Future tense verb tell you about something that is going to happen. So they tell you about something that is going to happen in future. Add will to form the future tense of all verbs. The boys will finish. When the word will is used, it means you are hinting at future tense. Tanya will speak at the conference. So with verb, you'll use will. With the main verb, use will. It means you're talking about future, something that is happen. And past tense verb with you, we have already discussed in the previous lesson. Now complete the sentence with the future tense form of the verb. Future tense, remember? Next week, Tammy attend a conference. Attend is present tense, but you have to convert it to future tense. Attend a conference on small business management in Greenville. Will attend, will attends, or attended. Well, and I told you to form the future tense verb form of the verb, we need to add will. So will attend. Next week, Tammy will attend a conference on small business management in Greenville. Did you know that a water molecule consists of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom? You have to complete the sentence with the present tense form of the verb. Now, how do we make the present tense form? Water molecule, a water molecule. So it's a singular subject. So consists, a water molecule is a, it's a singular subject. So singular subject takes a singular verb, and a singular verb ends in s or es or ies. So the first option consists. Did you know that a water molecule consists of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom? This makes it present tense form of the verb, which agrees with the subject. Researchers estimate that up to 90% of the world's languages become extinct by the end of the 21st century. Complete the sentence with the future tense of the verb. Now it's up to you. You have to change it. Well, as you know, it's future tense form of the verb, so will is important. Researchers estimate that up to 90% of the world's languages will become extinct by the end of the 21st century. The next time Halley's comet approach Earth is in 2061. Again, complete the sentence with future tense. Will approach. The next time Halley's comet approach Earth is in 2061. Now complete the sentence with the present tense form of the verb. In the United States, the average child watch television for nearly 1500 minutes each week. I told you earlier, look at the subject. If you have to select the present tense form of the verb, just pay attention to the subject. If it is singular, use a singular verb, and a singular verb ends in s or es. And if it is plural, the subject is plural, then use a plural verb, and a plural verb does not have any ending, does not end in s. Thus, this one, the average child, it's a singular subject. So, watches. Every child watches television for nearly 1500 minutes each week. In 2013, a team of researchers developed a fiber optic cable that can transfer data at a rate that approached the speed of light. Now, again, present tense form of the verb. Think about it. Okay, so again, we'll see what type of subject do we have to deal with. A team of researchers developed a fiber optic cable that can transfer data at a rate that at a rate is the subject here. So it's a singular subject. We'll use approaches, singular verb, which ends in es. At a rate that approaches the speed of light. Okay, so today we have discussed the first and second lesson of the chapter named Verbs. For some students, it might be a quick review, and for those who needed some guidance, I hope you understand it and you can complete the test by yourself as well. So, students, so this was the lecture for today, the class about verbs. I'll see you again in this week. Till then, have a great day. Bye.